if they were in the same weight class, it'd be a cracking fight. But there's too much of a gap. I think 126 is in a way ceiling. I really do.
Yeah.
That would be like a fun fight. Crazy.
But furthermore, he's a superstar in Japan. He doesn't really need to leave Japan to maintain his superstar status.
The boxing world is buzzing with speculation as fans clamor for a blockbuster showdown between two of the sport's most electrifying fighters, N.A. Monster Inoue and Gervonta Davis. The chatter erupted after Inoue's recent dominant performances, solidifying his reputation as a pound-for-pound king with his flawless technique, blistering speed, and devastating power. The Japanese superstar has proven himself nearly untouchable in the ring. Meanwhile, Davis, with his ferocious knockout power and unrelenting aggression, remains a force to be reckoned with in multiple divisions.
28 wins, no losses, no draws, 25 wins by way of knockout. He's a 4-division champion, 2-division undisputed champion, and is super bantamweight unified champion, right? So he has a fight coming up anyway.
Promoters have yet to confirm any talks, but the overwhelming demand from fans has already made this matchup the most talked-about potential fight of 2025, with both fighters at the peak of their powers and legacies on the line. The stage is set for what could become an iconic chapter in boxing history. Fans everywhere hope the boxing gods make it happen. In an interview, Gervonta Davis addressed the growing speculation about a potential fight with N.A. Inoue. He acknowledged the excitement surrounding the matchup, stating it would be a fun fight. However, Davis also expressed concerns about the weight disparity between them, suggesting that he might be too big for Inoue. The sentiment reflects the significant weight difference as Davis competes at lightweight, while Inoue is currently the undisputed super bantamweight champion. The prospect of Inoue moving up multiple weight classes presents considerable challenges, making this highly anticipated but unlikely in the near future.
I like, what's the guy from Japan?
Inoue?
Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catch weight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably.
Yeah.
That would be like a fun fight.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like me and him. But I think I'll be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'll be too big for him. Yeah. But that fight would be like.
It's like a dream fight.
Yeah. Facts.
Gervonta Davis has consistently expressed admiration for Naoya Inoue's boxing prowess. In interviews, Davis has highlighted Inoue's skill set and accomplishments, acknowledging him as one of the top fighters in the sport. In a recent press conference, a reporter claimed that Inoue had dismissed Davis's abilities, stating that Davis possessed only power and posed no real threat. Davis was visibly taken aback by this assertion and responded there's no way he could say that for him to be a boxer like. That there's no way he could say that. He then requested evidence of the alleged comment, expressing disbelief. Later, Inoue clarified the situation by tweeting, "I never said anything like that," reaffirming the mutual respect between the two champions.
Said there's nothing that you have that can give him real problems. All you have is power.
He said that?
Inoue said that.
Good.
I'm not like right. I don't want to go crazy. You trying to catch me?
No, I ain't trying to.
Huh?
I ain't trying to.
He didn't say that?
Yeah, he said it.
Show me.
You heard him
Wow.
say that, bro?
I think there's a lot of compilations they combine things. I think I've seen it, but I don't know if it's.
I don't think he said that.
Because there's no way he said that. Come to be a boxer like.
Former world champion T.J. Diney has weighed in on the ongoing debate about a hypothetical showdown between Gervonta Davis and Naoya Inoue, emphasizing that the weight disparity makes the fight almost impossible to imagine. Diney believes Davis competing at lightweight would be too much for Inoue, who has so far shown no interest in moving beyond 122 pounds, where he is dominating his division, while fans dream of seeing these two pound-for-pound stars clash. Diney points out that in no ways physical limitations make it highly unlikely. Boxing enthusiasts have called for Inoue to test himself at super featherweight 130 pounds, or even lightweight in a mega fight against Tank Davis. Such a bout could determine the sport's true pound-for-pound king. However, Diney argues that Inoue appears content at 122 pounds, where he continues to dismantle his opposition with relative ease, moving up to face larger, more dangerous fighters at 126 pounds. or beyond would require a significant leap of both risk and physical adaptation, something an NOI hasn't pursued so far. Diney believes Eno's ceiling is likely at 126 pounds, making the prospect of a fight with Davis far-fetched. The Irishman explains that the size, power, and overall physicality of Davis, who boasts a perfect record of 30 wins with 28 knockouts, would present challenges that IY with his smaller frame could struggle to overcome for a fight like this to even be considered. Diney suggests a potential meeting at super featherweight as a compromise. Still, the logistical and physical challenges remain significant. Boxing fans continue to hope for both era-defining matchups, but Diney highlights the reality of weight classes and physical limits in the sport. While Eno's dominance is undeniable, fans are eager to see him step out of his comfort zone and face tougher opposition. A clash with Davis, though tantalizing on paper, would require Inoue to take risks far beyond anything he has shown a willingness to attempt. For now, the fight remains a...
Do you think that's just, a weight class too high? I don't even know what weight that would be at, maybe 130, but is that just too much, or do you think he's capable of going up there and beating a Tank Davis?
No, Tank's an absolute dog, but if they were in the same weight class, it'd be a cracking fight. But there's too much of a gap. I think 126 is Inoue's ceiling, I really do.
Yeah. Well, TJ, I appreciate your time. Obviously, 15th of March, you're fighting Nick Bull. Just any final words, any prediction, any message to your fans?
Not so much a prediction, but the fans can expect fireworks. It's going to be a great fight, and I'll be walking away as a two-weight world champion. I can guarantee that.
Fantasy, and Inoue is left to continue cementing his legacy within his current division. Clip 4. Fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Inoue has the potential to captivate the boxing world given their elite skills and unbeaten records. However, one major obstacle could be Davis's aversion to working with Turkey Alec, a prominent figure in boxing promotions. Davis has openly expressed his dislike for Alec, stating he has little respect for his involvement in the sport. This tension could complicate the organization of such a high-profile event. Despite this, fans dream of the day the two champions meet, as both have proven they can deliver unforgettable performances.
Kind of pivot into the fact that, I see it on Twitter all the time, and I've talked about it before while being in Japan. Can Tank and Inoue actually fight each other one day? It's a good question, because I don't think it's far-fetched. Now, more than likely they won't fight because Inoue's aligned himself with Turkey, right? And Tank doesn't work with Turkey. He don't like Turkey. On top of that too, you have the weight thing. Inoue stated when he fought Neri that he weighed 138 pounds. Tank tweeted during the build up to this fight with Lamar Roach that he was on weight at 138 pounds. So they kind of have like Inoue's fight night weight is probably close to what Tank's walk around weight is. They're not far off. So weight wise, as crazy as it sounds, because you don't think of Inoue and Tank as being the same size, because Inoue turned pro at light flyweight, Tank turned pro at 130, something like that. So you wouldn't necessarily think of those two being close in size, but they actually are. So I think it's doable. Obviously, Tank has some signature fights at lightweight he's got to take care of, like Shakur Stevenson, like Devin Haney, or Devin's at 47 now, so I can't even say Devin, but he's got Shakur Stevenson, he's got Teofimo Lopez, he might have Keyshawn Davis on his hands if Keyshawn wins the title. There's some business for him to take care of, and then for Inoue.
FA fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Naya in no way materializes, it will undoubtedly become one of the biggest events in boxing history. This clash would feature America's most electrified fighter against Japan's most dominant champion, both boasting undefeated records and legendary knockout power. The fight would represent not just a battle of styles, but a collision of two global icons captivating audiences worldwide. It would transcend boxing, symbolizing the meeting of two cultures at the pinnacle of the sport. With both fighters at their prime, such a showdown could etch its place as an unforgettable chapter in boxing lore.
Hypothetical sense, right? If Inoue and Tank did fight each other, that would be the biggest fight in boxing, because you're talking about two I would say you got the biggest American fighter, as far as like American-born fighters, versus the biggest Japanese fighter. So you're talking about the biggest star, not named Canelo, in North America, but from the United States of America, versus the face of boxing in Japan and Asia as a whole right now. So how could that fight not do crazy numbers? I feel like Inoue versus Tank would really make the world stop. And that would really be like for Tank, if they fought, he's supposed to knock out Inoue.
Davis's coach has expressed admiration for what Naoya Inoue is achieving in the boxing world, acknowledging that his success is not only great for him, but also for Japan. He highlighted that Ino's rise to prominence is a proud moment for his country, as it showcases the skill and determination that Japan has to offer on the international stage. The coach emphasized that the focus could be on letting Inoue continue his journey and reach his full potential. The impact of his achievements transcends the ring, making a significant cultural contribution to his homeland. Adrian Bronner recently responded to questions about a potential fight between Gervonta Davis and Naoya Inoue, advising reporters to relax and suggesting that Inoue should sit his Lilla down. Bronner acknowledged Ino's skill, but implied that the fight might not be feasible due to weight differences and other factors. He also mentioned that Inoue is fighting over there, possibly referring to Japan, and that they ain't testing you, which could suggest concerns about drug testing protocols in different regions. Despite these comments, Bronner recognized Inoue as a good fighter, indicating respect for his abilities.
Another thing, Davis.
Relax, man.
You like the fight for that?
Man, he better sit his left down. Yeah, of course. You know, even though I don't want to make excuses, but he's fighting over there. They ain't testing. You know, I ain't making no excuses. You know what I mean? I ain't making no. He's a good fighter though. He's a good fighter. Me, I ain't fighting that. I ain't making no excuses, but like I told him, man. You know, I'm here for you. You know, go enjoy the fruits of labor of your work. And come back like you never left, man. You'll be champion.
The dream fight between Naoya Inoue and Gervonta Davis has been a fantasy for boxing fans for years. Even when Inoue was just 28, the idea of these two explosive fighters clashing in the ring had already captured the imagination of many. Now Inoue has only continued to build on his legacy as one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. Fans have eagerly anticipated the moment these two stars could finally face off, and their excitement has only grown with each passing year. If this fight were to happen, it would undoubtedly be a spectacle. Both Inoue and Davis possess incredible power, speed, and skill, making for a thrilling and unpredictable bout. The energy surrounding the potential clash proves that this fight is more than just a fantasy. It's a fight fans are eagerly waiting to see, knowing it would be a true banger in the boxing world.
Inoue is the color hair. No, he is good. 21-0, undefeated. He's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion 112.
Fuck Bam, a puncher. He is good.
Who's that?
Inoue. Yeah, he's fighting this weekend.
He is good. I'm gonna watch him.
That's the one you asked where he come from.
Yeah. He's Japanese.
Good. His placements and everything.
Footwork.
Yeah.
Defense.
He's 29 years old, and I said that 28. But I said that Manny Pacquiao and Triple G didn't get famous till after they were 30. Tank, are you willing to go down to 118 to fight him?
I can't get to 118.
But if you could, it would be fireworks.